Good evening, one and all. Since the Lake Ontario Radio Club is on a summer school, we're going to snoop on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday evening net. They locked together their VHF and UHF repeaters. We're going to start by monitoring their UHF on 444.075. You can also listen along at the VHF. That side is 146.760, and both repeaters require a 131.8 tone. The net controller for tonight is Marty in Ancaster, as long as he's not away on vacation. But there's 7 o'clock. Let's stand by and wait for him to kick off the net.
The time is 7 o'clock p.m.
Good evening to all listening on frequency. The repeater VE3NCF is sponsored by the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. And each week at this time, we have a 1-hour check-in net just to keep in touch with local amateurs, pass any news, and just make sure that you keep in touch with the local amateur radio scene. Anybody's welcome to check in. There's no limits on who could come in on the Monday check-in net. My name is Marty. I live in Ancaster, and tonight I'll be acting as host for the check-in net. There's 2 ways to get into the repeater. On the 2-meter side, 146.760, or on the 70-centimeter side, 444.075. And both of those approaches require a sub-audible tone of 131.8. You can also get into the repeater using the All-Star net. And if you want instructions on that, look up the website HamiltonARC.com, HamiltonARC.com, and that will, there's an item there that'll walk you through how to set up All-Star net, and from anywhere in the world you can check in on your cell phone. Okay, I'd like to take a standby now for any time-sensitive stations or any mobile stations. Please call now. All right, let's throw it open for general check-ins. Anyone, anywhere, please call now.
VA3IMW.
Direct code 3 India Uniform Kilo 1.
Okay, we got 3 on the list here, so we'll start with Mac, VA3IMW. Please go ahead.
Well, good evening, Marty, and an all on net. I'm sure the list is going to get long tonight. Just thought I'd let you know that you're a rock star on YouTube once again. We are live streaming the net. Anybody who's interested in following along, just look up my call sign in the YouTube search box, VA3IMW. Click that and scroll down to the big red live button, and you'll find us right here. Anyways, the band conditions haven't been too bad over the weekend. Did make some significant contacts. It was nice to actually work Norway and Germany, believe it or not, on 20 meters. And, well, of course, it was on CW, so that wasn't so bad. Other than that, I would say that 20 meters tonight is a little bit dull. Tried to make some contacts, and not a lot of stations I can actually hear tonight. So we'll trust that conditions get better as time goes on. Other than that, the Lake Ontario radio guys are on a summer schedule. That's why we're all crowding in here in this nice little space that you prepared for us. Certainly appreciate it, Marty, and obviously very happy with all the work you do for the ham radio community. Back to you, sir.
Well, we appreciate all the work that you guys do for the amateur radio community too, Mac. And thanks for the report on goings on. So very good, sir. Good to hear you. Thanks for the check-in, and you're number 1 on the list here. All right, we'll be clear with VA3IMW and listen for Jim, VA3HFT. Go ahead.
evening, Marty, and everybody else on frequency there. Not too much to say tonight. I feel a little sap from the heat over the last couple of days, so just going to lay low tonight. That's about all I got for you there, Marty, so flip it back to you. VA3IMW, over.
Hey, Jim. Very good. Well, yeah, I'm feeling a little sap from the heat, too, as I guess all of us are. But anyway, stay cool inside. At least there's an area of relief there. So, and we'll hope things improve over the coming week. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, Jim. Talk to you down the log. We'll be clear with VA3HFD and standing by for Bill, VE3IUK. Come on in, Bill.
Good evening, and good evening to everyone on that. Just a quick check-in here from Dundas. We're still 33 degrees, hoping it cools down tonight. Hope that's the windows, Marty. Haven't been outside today. Just checked the mail. Opened up the door, and it was like going into a steam bath. So we pretty much stayed inside today. So that's about it from here, Marty. Thanks a lot for doing it, and thanks a lot for hosting the net this evening. Back to you.
Okay, well, thank you, Bill, for the check-in. Good to hear you're staying cool there, and we'll talk to you hopefully next time around. 73 for now. All right, we'll throw the net open to anyone, anywhere. Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Juliet Hotel Delta.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Okay, two in the log. We'll start with John. Victor Alpha 3, Juliet Hotel Delta. Good signal, John. Over.
Very good, Marty. Good evening. Thank you for looking after the net as usual. Nothing to report this evening. Very warm day. I hope everybody can handle it. And hopefully we'll see a bunch of people at Timmy's. Is that where it is this evening? Over?
Yes, I believe it is at Timmy's in the field there, and hopefully things will go well. Over.
Very good, Marty. Yeah, we will meet you there around 8 o'clock or so, and nothing else to report. Back to you, Marty.
John, thanks for the check-in, and 73 until we see you in about an hour. Okay, we're clear with VA3JHD and listening for Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Chris, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf. Here's Chris. As Max said, the Lake Ontario Radio Club is on hiatus for the summer, so I heard there was a net over here. Came over here to drop in a check-in. Give you one more for the count, and I guess we'll be listening in here for the duration of the net.
Good stuff, Chris. Thanks for coming on board. And Mac has got us up on YouTube, so if you go to his list there on YouTube, just type in his call sign and go down to the one there that's the current one that's live. You'll hear your signal. Over.
Very good. Not big into the YouTube, but I am certainly picking up this repeater quite well. I have had some renovations being done on my balcony. I have an antenna just strung up inside my window, and getting you nice and good here.
Well, you're hitting the repeater very well, so excellent signal. Thanks for the check-in, Chris. We'll talk to you down the log, and have yourself a good week.
Good. You have a good one, too. Just curiosity, whereabouts is this one located here?
This repeater is located on the Port Authority building at the foot of James Street.
I know exactly where that is. Very good. Thank you very much. Everybody have a good evening, and we'll throw it back there. VA3, Whiskey Papa Golf.
Hey, Chris, you're welcome anytime. Use the repeater. It's pretty quiet sometimes. 73 for now. All right, this is VE3QEE, Marty and Ancaster, acting as host for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net. Just listening for any further check-ins, please call now.
3 Charlie Oscar Foxtrot.
Alpha 3, Charlie, Oscar Foxtrot. That would be Damien. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Marty. Thanks for running the net. Just be on my way up to coffee in a bit, and I'll see you all there tonight, over.
Hey, well, we're in the field at Timmy's as usual, and hopefully it's going to cool off when the sun goes down. Well, talk to you later, Damien.
Thanks, Marty. 73.
VE3QEE here, listening for check-ins. Please call now. By the way, if anybody's interested, a bunch of us go out for coffee after the net, and the location is at Tim Hortons under the power lines at the end of Mohawk Road and Upper Horning Road, just before the link. And so if you're in the area, drop in, and you'll find us in the field beside Timmy's there. VE3QEE, listening for calls on the Monday check-in net. Please call now.
VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt. Good evening, Rick. Good signal into the repeater. How are you this evening?
Oh, fine. We're just getting everything ready here. 7100 looks 40-meter band seems to be alive. The noise floor is not too high, and we're looking forward to anybody who wants to check in there. There's a few guys I know that check in here on this end, but I haven't heard them for a little while on 7100. Well, or I haven't heard some of them guys since we were doing 80 meters. But anyway, I just want to thank Matt there for putting YouTube on, putting you on YouTube, because I went and listened last week, and it's good to check your own audio and that kind of stuff. So thanks, Matt, for doing that for us, and the club appreciates it. Anyway, yeah, I'll have announcements here at 7:30 there. Anyway, Marty, so VE3QE, VE3BK.
Fine business, Rick. I'll look forward to that. And of course, your net starts at 8 o'clock, 7100 in the 40-meter band. And if you've got an antenna that'll do 40 meters, load it up and give Rick a check-in. VE3BK 73, Rick. VE3QEE 73 for now. We're listening for further check-ins on the Monday net. Anyone, anywhere, welcome. Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Papa November.
Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Papa November. Good evening, Spencer. Good to hear you. Good signal into the net. Over.
Yeah, thanks, Marty. Yeah, I tried checking in a couple minutes ago, but I guess somebody else beat me to the punch, so figured I'd just wait till there was some open airspace and jump in and say hi. How have you been?
Oh, a little bit warm. I don't know. You're probably not aware. I got an electric bike a couple of weeks ago, so I've been riding that just around the local neighborhoods. It's a lot easier than the 21 speed that I had been riding, especially going up hills and that. You still have to pump. You don't get any propulsion unless you pump yourself, but you can set the level, and it's not too bad. So I was out for a bit of a ride today and enjoyed it very much. Came home all sweaty and had a little snooze. Back to you.
That sounds like a lot of fun there, Marty. How often do you have to charge that bike after each ride?
Well, it depends a lot, but yeah, I haven't run the battery down a lot. Seems to hold very well for the bit of riding I usually do about, 12, 15 kilometers and usually stay in neighborhoods and, stay off the busy streets. And if I'm going to cross a busy street, I get off and walk the bike across. Safest way. You could ride it, but hey, at my age, you don't bounce so good. So I just as soon take it easy. Over.
But yeah, no, it sounds like you're having a lot of fun with that. So enjoy for sure.
Okay, we missed the first part of that, Spencer. Maybe the connection was a little slow. So anyway, thanks for the check-in, and we're in the field at Timmy's tonight. So just to let everybody know, and we hope the weather holds. It looks pretty good from where I'm observing it. Anyway, 73, Spencer. Thanks for the call.
7-3, Marty. Take care, and thanks for taking my check-in. Talk to you later.
Roger, 73. Okay, this is VE3QEE, Marty and Ancaster, listening for check-ins on the Monday check-in net. Please call now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Juliet Uniform.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Juliet Uniform. Good evening, Don. Hope you're staying cool. Over.
Good evening, Marty, and everybody on net. Yeah, staying cool. Basically stuck in the apartment, trying to avoid the heat outside. Had to do a little running around earlier to pick up some toys, or else some parts for my multi-port or remote coax switch that I was trying to get assembled, and it is now operational. So that's good. Now I just have to hook up the antennas to it. But other than that, I'm staying inside and trying to enjoy the AC and relax a little bit. VE3QE, VE3LJU.
Good to do that. That's a very good use of your time, Don. Anyway, so I guess I take it you weren't working today, but very good. Nice to have a bit of time to organize things. Anyway, thank you for the check-in. Back to you.
Oh, I should be able to make most of the meetings now since I left my job on last Friday, so I'll have a lot more Monday nights free for checking in and doing amateur radio jobs, including going up to Barrie with a few of the fellows on Saturday.
Yeah, okay, well, sounds like a plan. Anyway, 73 for now, and good to hear you on the net this evening. Thanks for the call. This is VE3QE, clearing the VE3LJU and standing by for check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday net. Please call now.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Golf Golf.
Could I have the call again, please?
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Golf Golf.
Got Victor Echo 3 Zulu Golf, and I didn't get the last letter.
Zulu Golf Golf.
All right, VE3 ZGG, nice and rhymey there. Good evening. Thanks for the call. Over.
Thanks, Marty. Doing well, and hello to everyone on the net. Haven't been able to check into this one since Damien was running the net while you were away, Marty. But had a great weekend. Went up to a cottage and was able to make my first HF contact. So had a blast there. But other than that, nothing to report. Thanks for taking my check-in.
All right, Pat. Thank you very much for the check-in. You're in the log, sir, and I'll try and remember that call next time I hear it. 73 for now, and have yourself a good week. Hey, we're clear with Victor Echo 3, Zulu Golf Golf, and listening for further check-ins on the Monday check-in net. Anyone, anywhere, please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Papa.
Charlie Papa, that would be Dave. Good evening, Dave, and thanks for the call. Over.
Yeah, very good, Marty. Was somebody else in there? Give her a call sign so Marty can get you on the list.
Victor Echo 3 Sierra Mike November. Victor Echo 3 Sierra Mike November, please stand by, and Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Papa, go ahead.
Okay, good, Marty. VA3QEE, VA3CP. Get my tongue untangled, I'll be all set here. That business that I told you last week about the Victor Echo Foxfox.ca, for all those listening, that website has gone the way of the dodo bird. I don't know what's happened, but it sounds like there might be some sort of something happening out east. Anyway, the website has been repurposed to something else, so anybody that's doing WWFF or the EFF logs, you'll have to submit them on the either to Len Morgan, V9 Mike Yankee, or that's how you're going to have to submit them as in Victor Echo Fox format. So that's the latest news. Back to you, Marty.
Okay, so that's for the flora fauna. I guess whatever. What is it? It's like a POTA thing, eh? Flora and fauna. Over.
Yeah, worldwide flora and fauna. It actually got started before Parks on the Air did by quite a bit. They've got more parks and more worldwide presence, although most of their presence is in Europe. It's much more common in Europe. However, pretty much most of the POTA parks in North America have an equivalent Victor Echo Fox or WWFF designation. So it's on the WWFF.co website. There's a listing there. You can take a look at all the park listings and I'll bring them up on a map as well, so you can see some markers to show where they are. And we've got quite a number around Hamilton. And the idea is if you do activate a POTA park, then activate the Victor Echo Fox at the same time. I just submit your logs to both places. Kind of support the Canadian contingency about that. VE3QEE, VA3CP.
Okay, well, thank you for the information, Dave. Yeah, before you mentioned that, I hadn't heard anything about it, but you've been mentioning it for a couple of times, and so yeah, I jotted down the stuff you were saying today. Sorry about that website, but anyway, for anybody that's interested, that's the information, and I made a note of it here. Okay, any golf lately, Dave? Over.
I was out last week on Tuesday, and I'm going out again on Wednesday this week. So Wednesday at noon, I've got a couple of guys that I've been sort of hooked up with at the course, so I'll be meeting up with them. So that's the plan.
Good time to take a cart in this hot weather, Dave. Anyway, just a thought. My wife did take a cart a couple of days ago and said her shots were much better because it was hot. Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, well, I can't walk the length of the course. I can do about 9 holes, and that's about it before my legs start getting sore. And I've got to get as much golf in between now and the third week in August because they're going to remove the metal rod and see if we can get rid of the infection. They say that the bones have joined together. So that was what we were aiming for the last 3 years almost. All right, Marty, let's carry on with the net. 73, take care there. V3QE, VA3CP.
Hey, Dave, thanks for that. And 73, and stay cool. 73 for now. Thanks for the check-in. This is VE3QEE, Marty and Ancaster, listening for check-ins on the Monday net. Please call now.
One way.
Sorry, Matt.
Victor Alpha
Sierra Mike November, if you're still there, I'm sorry, I jotted it down and then forgot about it. Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November. Matt, go ahead.
Thanks, Marty, and good evening, everyone on net. Good evening, Spencer. I think this is our first official net to be checked in together, and I didn't miss your call this time. I hope everyone's doing well. Like everyone else, it was a scorcher at work today, so you missed a good one, Spencer. And I hope everyone did manage to stay cool and stay hydrated and stay healthy. So that's about all I got for tonight, and hope everyone is well.
Okay, Matt, thank you for that. And yeah, we're up at the warplane there. It's a nice big open space inside the hangar, and they have big fans around, and we have a big fan by the door to keep the air circulating. But so far we haven't been overpowered with the heat there. But in a smaller area, yeah, I guess it could get quite warm. And about the only thing you've got there is a nice fan, and so I feel for anybody that's working in the scorching conditions. Years ago, I was at Stelco, and the mill would be, in the 80s or high 80s or low 90s, and you'd just be drenched in sweat and standing in front of one of those big fans to get cooled off. So I feel for anyone that works in the warm conditions. Anyway, Matt, anything else for the net? Over.
VE3NCF.
No, that's all for tonight, Marty. Sometimes that cool breeze is just about all you need. Today was a no breeze in the shop kind of day. So 73 for now. Hope everyone has a good night. And thanks for letting me check in.
My pleasure, Matt. Thanks for joining us. 73 for now. All right, we're listening. For any further check-ins, it's 7:26 p.m. and we've got a nice list of folks. Anyone else there? Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
Good evening, Albert. VA3BT. Go ahead.
Good evening, Marty, and everybody on net. Just a general check-in. We're up in Barrie here. Yes, and we're one of those guys that work outside. I just wish this heat would go away, but whatever. It is what it is. We deal with it. Back over to you, Marty.
Good attitude, Albert, and it'll get you through. Did you get a chance to go to the Barrie Flea Market? Over.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I come up on Monday morning, and I look forward to heading home on Friday night, or Friday at the end of the day. So, yeah, I don't want to spend the weekend out here.
Yeah, we talked about that. I forgot. Thanks. Anyway, the pictures are on the internet. I guess on the OnTAR's website, there's some pictures, and Mike V3MKX sent around pictures. Yeah, it was an interesting flea market there. I did not attend myself, but I talked to some people that were there, and I looked at the pictures. I noticed there was a couple of Flex radios. There was a Flex 3000 for sale, and another guy had a Flex 5000 on his table. So just curious about what those were selling for. But anyway, I missed that one. But looked like not too bad up there in Barrie. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, Albert, and have yourself a good week. And yeah, I hope it cools off a little bit in the coming days. 73 for now.
All right, Marty, 7-3. All the best.
Hey, it's 7:29 p.m. and I think Rick is waiting with some announcements in the wing. So let's turn things over to him. VE3BK, VE3QEE.
Yeah, good evening, Marty, and everybody on the net. And boy, oh boy, I can't understand why this heat's still hanging around. I thought we were just going to get it on the weekend or whatever, but it's still here. So anyway, that's the way it goes. And exactly what Albert was talking about, working outside. Yeah, you had to dress for the weather, and yeah, I was here one time too. So okay, anyway, we will get on with the announcements here. Well, let's see, Lighthouse's third weekend in August, and we may have somebody doing that from the Hamilton Club, and we will keep you notified on that. And also in August is our barbecue, and that's all been pre-arranged. And so look on the website, HamiltonARC.com, and you can read all about it and whether you want to come or not. And let's have the Feinberg, good times had by all usually, and we even had a little bit of radio there last year, so that was a lot of fun. Anyway, well, I'm Key here, and we'll get into some contest announcements. Okay, first on the list, I got the Batavia FTA contest. So here in the FTA, this weekend come out is August the 2nd and August the 3rd, but some of these contests actually start on August the 1st on Friday night. So this one here, the Batavia FTA starts at 00 August the 2nd, and that is actually local time 8 p.m. August the 1st to 23:59 August the 3rd, so that'd be 8 p.m. on the Sunday. Okay, the 1010, now that's a big one that a lot of people get into. You do not need a 1010 number to get into it. This is the 1010 International Summer Contest in Sled Band. So that one starts at 0001, again, Friday night at 8:01. Goes right through till 23:59 August the 3rd. So that's the big one, and it's open, is open, and you can have a lot of fun in 10 meters here, and it's not all that big either. So, one feet. Okay, next one on my list here is the European VHF Championship. So that's at 1200 Zulu to 23:59 Zulu on August the 2nd. So that's actually only a 12-hour contest. And in front of your beam or I'll turn it on and see if there's any activity in Europe that you can hear on your VHF. Okay, and the next one here is the 222 megahertz from the 222 megahertz and up distance contest, 1800 Zulu August 2nd to 1800 Zulu August the 3rd. So the idea of that one is to see how far you can get using special antennas or whatever on the higher band. So there's not a lot of people into that, but they have a lot of fun doing it. So next one on the list is the North American Fusil Party in CW. So that's for CW fans, 1800 Zulu August the 2nd to 0600 Zulu August the 3rd. On feet. Okay, and one I've done before is the SARL HF phone contest, 1300 Zulu to 1630 Zulu on August the 3rd. Now, okay, so that actually starts on 1300 Zulu is actually on the Sunday and early. Okay, so check your contestcalendar.com or go on our website, HamiltonARC.com, and look under links and get the contest calendar. And they gives you more stuff than I bring up here. And also you can go on their links it's actually on, and all kinds of good stuff. When you have to have the login by, so that's a good thing. Make sure you do that because every contest is different. Even if you're only just going to give out a few points, every contest is different, and the exchange could be different too. Some of them are a lot of fun. It's just like passing traffic. Okay, I'm Cubit. Okay, and don't forget our net tonight. We have an HF net on 7.100 at 8 o'clock, goes for an hour, and anybody is welcome to join in that net, just like this net, and you do not have to be a club member to join in. The 40-meter band looks like it's very active there, Mike. So last week we had a record number of check-ins, and we even had one, I think he was on the remote via his phone. I'm not sure, but it was very good to have you in there, Spencer. VA3SPN checked in last week on 7100. Okay, back to you, Marty. Any comments there? And we'll let you get on with it. VE3QEE, V3BK.
Hey, Rick, thank you for that. I don't know if anybody has looked into Randomgram, but if you type in Randomgram, there's a web page that tells you all about it, and I did participate in Randomgram number 34 on Saturday, and it was 24-hour. It wasn't a contest; it's an activity. You send sets of 5 letters, random letters. You get a list from the organizer, and you exchange random letters with different stations, and it's quite a lot of fun. If you're getting your feet wet in Morse code, it's a good activity because a lot of the guys who are doing it are SKCC guys, and they do slow, clear code and make a business of that. Anyway, it was kind of fun. I didn't have too many contacts, but I had some fun there doing that, Rick. Anyway, yeah, and just a thought, 10-10 contest, there'll be a lot of people listening on 10 meters. Even if you hand out only a few check-ins, it's worth it. Get on 10 meters because, you go on there any time of the day or night and listen, you might not hear anything, but when the 10-10 contest is on, a lot of guys are listening. You stick your head up and likely somebody will come back. So that's all my 2 cents worth, Rick. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right. Well, some of these random ones are the most fun. You just do it for fun. It's not really a contest. And, that's why I say check, just turn the radio on and spin it out, see what you can hear. And 10 meters, so yeah, it might look like it's not open, but people are sitting there listening. And that's happened to me, especially that one day the band looked like it was just dead, and I come across this quick spike on my breath, and here's some guy in Chile, and boy, he was like 20 over here. So that you never know. So that 10-10 contest would be a lot of fun, just to get in there and give out a few contacts. And some of my DX that I've worked has been just doing looking around and getting stuff like that. So you can have fun just turning it up and looking around. Okay, back to you, Marty. Thanks for letting me in there. VE3QEE, V3BK.
For the announcements, Rick, good luck with your net this evening, starting at 8, and I hope you have lots of check-ins on 7100 on the 40-meter band. 73 now until next time, and stay cool. VE3QEE clearing with VE3BK, and listening for further check-ins on the Monday net. Please call now. Victor 133. There was a little buzz on the signal there. I don't know if somebody else was checking in at the same time or what, but could I have the call sign? I got the L, I got the H, I didn't get the middle letter. Go ahead.
Papa Hotel.
And VA3CDV.
Okay, we got it all worked out now. Okay, Nikki, VE3NPH, go ahead, please.
Just checking in.
Hey, well, thank you for the check-in. You checked in at exactly the same time as Cal did, so the two signals got mixed. That's why I didn't hear anything. So, okay, VE3NPH, thank you for the check-in. Stay cool, and we do appreciate the call. Back to you.
Thanks, 7-3.
Right, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor. Cal, go ahead.
Thank you, Marty. Just letting you guys know I won't be at coffee tonight. It's been a bit of a long day. I had minor medical procedures today, so I'm just resting at home. But the good news is I also in the past week was able to learn FT8. I had a lot of help from people like Peter and John and Spencer. So with their assistance, I was able to figure it out and making some QSOs on FT8. Anyway, back to you, Marty. Thank you for doing that. VA3CDV.
After you get up on FT8 and, make a few contacts and get used to it, get used to the setup and that, then there's that JS8 where you're actually conversing with somebody on the other end. And so I've never tried it, but I know it's out there, and it's using the FT8 technology, but it's actually a conversational mode. So we'll talk about it when we meet up, Cal, sometime. Anyway, stay cool, sir, and hope you're comfortable. VA3CDV, VE3QEE. Have a good week.
Thank you, Marty. 73.
Hey, we're listening for any further check-ins, please. Call now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Good evening, Chuck. Thank you for the call. And do you follow Max YouTube there on this net? Over.
VA3CJZ, good evening, Marty and everyone on net. And yes, sir, I do follow Mac's live stream, and a lot of fun to interact. Is a little chat box on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can say hi to one another and so on, share information. So I highly recommend checking it out. Just put in Mac's call sign, VA3IMW in the YouTube search, and you can find him there. Otherwise, Marty, it looks like you might get a couple of raindrops passing over you. It showed a cloud around 20 to 8 that was supposed to just pass over us, and then you're in the clear after that, so I wouldn't worry. It's probably going to make things a little bit more humid, but yeah. Speaking of which, I've been doing mostly indoor activities the last few days there. I just can't handle more than, a few minutes at a time out there. And so I do go out and then come back in. But for the most part, we're doing indoor activities. And you mentioned something about getting an e-bike. And, geez, Marty, I used to ride my mountain bike all over the city. And I haven't been able to since my back issues has gotten quite worse. And so I am discussing with my specialist maybe some options there. I'm going to have a meeting with him. And hopefully if things go well, I might even invest in one of those electric mopeds there that zip around town. Because walking is getting to be a chore. So, but even those, if you have a bad back, it'd be tough. I'd be looking at maybe a mobility scooter, but I'm not ready for that, Marty. Anyways, quiet for me on the band. I got one contact, Madeira Island, yesterday,
And before that, it was the 23rd of July since I made a bunch of contacts. So that's pretty much it for me there, Marty. Good job on the net. Thanks for doing it. And I hope you have a great night up at coffee. VA3CJZ.
Thanks for the news there, Chuck. And yeah, I've quite enjoyed this bike. And I go very slow. Usually I have it in the first setting, and usually I'm traveling about 10 kilometers an hour, and on back streets, I stay away from the busy streets, and that is quite enjoyable. And yeah, there's lots of stuff out there, lots of options, and people, you know, you've got a good bike shop down near you, and I deal with a guy down at the foot of Highway 2 specializes in e-bikes, and because I'm at this end of the mountain. And anyway, yeah, it's quite enjoyable. So, well, thanks for the news there, Chuck. Good to hear you, and I hope you have a good net on Wednesday, the A-Reg net, 146.430. And until then, 73, sir. Thanks for the check-in.
Okay, very good, Marty. Thanks again, and have a great evening and rest of the week, sir. And yeah, the A-Reg has been going on for almost 32 years, non-stop, once a week. So that's always fun to do and have people check in. Take care, Marty. VA3CJZ.
That was Chuck, and we'll listen for any further check-ins. That was number 16 on the list here. So anyone, anywhere, we'd love to hear from you. Please call now.
And Victor Echo 3, India Sierra X-ray.
Victor Echo 3, India Sierra X-ray. Good evening, Barry. Thanks for the call. Over.
Well, good evening, Marty. You're sounding good. We're on the iPhone, enjoying the All-Star connection. Anyway, no traffic. I guess the only traffic I have, I think Rick has already mentioned everything that's going on. We're right in the midst of putting together the Hamfest coming up September the 27th. And out of 80 tables, we've got 48 tables sold already. And that's just from folks like yourself and everybody else that wants to be there. So watch the front page, of course, for the HamiltonARC.com for further news on that and a summary. We're just putting that together as we speak right now. Back to you.
If possible, Barry, when you're locating my table, could you make it one with access to electricity? I don't know if that's possible or not, but keep it in mind. Over.
Well, Marty, you're lucky. You're lucky you know the people in the right places. I should be able to do that. I've got a couple of spots open. Cheers and 7-3. Good evening to all.
Thank you, Barry. 73. And by the way, if you need any adjustments or you think any adjustments need to be done down there on the antenna and that, we just give me a call. I would certainly be available for that.
Okay. Thanks ever so much. V3ISM.
VE3QEE, standing by on frequency, listening for check-ins. We're up to 17. The time is 7:48 p.m. and we're listening for calls from anyone, anywhere. Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, November Echo Portable.
Victor Alpha 3, November Echo. Go ahead, please.
Hey, good evening there, Marty. Everyone listening. Kevin here. I haven't checked in a while. I'm on the 705 battery operator with the back of the set antenna. Just armchairing it here in the living room. Not sure how well I'm making it, but I'm sure getting the repeater at a +10 here, center mall. Thought I'd give you a check-in. Thanks for being there, Marty. Have a good evening. And it's hot. Hot. So instead of being out on the porch, I'm in the house with the AC, keeping cool. Back to you, VA3NCF.
There, Kevin. Kevin. No, it's been a while since you've been in the log, but thank you for the check-in this evening. The 705 sounds absolutely terrific. I was on mine earlier today. I'm trying to, get the computer to run the thing, and there's a lot of setting up to do. You got to stick with it. I don't spend enough time with it to have it under my belt yet. But fine receiver on that, and you're sounding great with that, Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, when I first got mine almost a couple years ago, a year and a half, 2 years now, I just watch YouTube. Mine's hooked up for remote. I can, as long as I'm within my Wi-Fi anyhow. I didn't set it up for my data on the cell phone. There's ways of doing that too. But I had it set up for the iPhone. I had to pay $65. I think when I last spoke with you, I think you did the same. And I'm not sure if you got yours going. I'm not sure if you got it connected to your internet Wi-Fi yet. You hook it up to that first, and then you go and set up the other proxies and other stuff. But there's videos on it. Once you connect it, it's pretty cool, eh? If I had this radio hooked up to all my antennas, I could sit on the porch or anywhere within my Wi-Fi and use it remotely. I was doing CW, FT8, and everything on it, doing POTA, chasing POTA. It's got all kinds of apps on the software. Anyhow, I don't want to tie it up. I'll let you try and get some more. I guess I'm number 18 on the log there. Back to you, Marty.
Kevin, and thank you very much for the call. Yeah, I'll talk to you sometime about it. Maybe get a few pointers, because I think you've been at it a while now, and you've got things worked out, which is awesome. Yes, I've managed to get it hooked up to the local Wi-Fi here, but when I got it hooked up, I checked it out, and that's where it ended. So, and I was on it again today using the local area network. So I'd like to hook it up as a direct client. I haven't accomplished that yet. I know the settings are a little different. Anyway, Kevin, thanks for the information there, and have yourself a good, cool evening and a good week. 73 for now. All right, we're clear with VA3NE and listening for further check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net. Please call now.
And VE3ISX rechecked.
F.
V3ISX, go ahead, Barry.
Your wish has been granted. You're just a couple of tables down from the ICOM lady. How's that? With power.
It's wonderful. Thank you very much, Barry. That's great. Which side of the hall is the ICOM lady on? Is she on the north side where the bay is, or the south side where the Grand River is?
Well, as people come in through the main entrance, I'm sure you know where that is. The ICOM group, the tables number 1 are on that side. And that's exactly where you will be. With reference to where the vendors come in, that's the other end of the building. QSL?
QSL, Barry. Okay, thank you for that. 73, and appreciate the call.
7-3.
All right, any other check-ins, please, on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday net? Please call now. Okay, well, the time is 7:53. You are invited out for coffee in a few minutes at the end of Mohawk Road there, Mohawk Road and Upper Horning Road at the Timmy's. Otherwise, Rick has a net starting at 8 o'clock on 7.100. He's probably up there now if you want to give him a call. But anyway, that's on the 40-meter band. We also have a net on Thursdays, the Trans-Provincial Net. We do an hour on the Trans-Provincial Net from 3 to 4 on Thursdays. Rick and I, we sort of do a tag team thing on behalf of the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. So we use the museum's call sign VA3CWM, Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, which is the Canadian Warplane Museum call sign. said all of that, you're welcome to check into any of those and give us a chat there. Okay, we're listening. If there's any other last minute check-ins, VE3QEE, I'm standing by. I think I'll take a moment and say thank you to everybody who did check in this evening and sort of officially close the net, although I'll be hanging around until 8 for any last minute folks. But the rest of you, do appreciate you being on board. Thank you for listening along. Don't forget there's other nets during the week. Wednesday night, Chuck will be on VA3CJZ, and you can give him a call there on 146.430. It's very interesting, 8 to 10. He usually does the second hour with trivia and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting net, and you can follow along on YouTube. Also, Mac is running this net on YouTube for the summertime, so that was very nice. And again, you can VA3IMW. You can look that up on YouTube and find out the connection that way. Other than that, thank you for being with us. Hopefully we'll be back same time, same frequency next week. And until then, stay well, stay cool, and stay out of trouble. VE3QEE. I'll be here till 8 and 73 to all.
Well, that brings Lake Ontario. Nope, wrong net. That brings the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net to a close. Marty will still hang on for about 4, maybe 3.5 minutes to see if there's any late check-ins. But that's us for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night on 443.075 for the Tuesday edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Most likely Bill will be our master of ceremonies. So thanks everybody for joining. Special greetings to Albert and Guy. Always good to see some long distance check-ins on YouTube.
Just a reminder for everybody to stay cool, stay inside.
7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.